This is the very sight that all the Barcelona players are actually going to be seeing right now that they lost the semifinal of the Supercup. It's a new format. They were in a whole different place. It was in Saudi Arabia. I don't know why it was over there, but man, like, this game was like, for like the most part that I saw. I didn't see most of it, but I saw about like the full extent. Probably I saw all the first half and some of the second half. I didn't get to see everything because I was working during the time, but man, this is just like, I could see this coming. I don't know why. Like, the way the teams were playing, I don't know. I just felt like it was coming because I don't know, in that second half, the parts the few parts that I was seeing, I saw them have the momentum. I saw them be more clinical. I saw them want it more. And even though Lionel Messi shined and he might have had another disallowed goal, and so did Gerard Piqué, it doesn't even matter because you should win the game no matter what. And they shouldn't have been coming onto you that strong, and they shouldn't have got that momentum in that sort of way. It's good that Barcelona was up. It was good that we saw Griezmann score finally, even though this guy barely scores at all. But I don't know. For me, it just left a bad taste, or whatever. Just it wasn't what I expected. I felt like they were gonna win. It was gonna be a hard game. Like maybe a 1-0, maybe a 2-1. It's gonna be tight. It was tight, but there was just bad decision making, and we can blame it on the ref, or on VAR, or on the goalie, or whatever. Maybe with Ter Stegen, we probably would have had a better chance, but it doesn't even matter because I felt like in the end we were never gonna be there. I've been talking about this before. I felt like the team has been gone, and this is just one of the few trophies that we're actually gonna lose throughout the whole season. Like, this is just the first one. This is the first stepping stone into like what Barcelona is becoming and what they're emulating, for like their legacy. We're starting the decade horribly. I know a lot of people were memeing Messi and all these things, and a lot of people were calling for Valverde's head. They were saying that he needs to leave, Valverde out. But for me, Valverde needs to go out, Piqué needs to go out, Busquets needs to go out, Rakitic needs to go out. Endless amount of players need to go out. Suarez needs to go out. Griezmann needs to go out. I don't think he needs to be in the team. Maybe he could. I feel like he has the potential to be on this team and to contribute massively, but there's a lot of people that need to leave, and Messi just showed like a different face, where like a 17, 18-year-old, I don't know how old he is, 19-year-old, is showing you up. And like, it was between him and Jordi Alba at first, but it doesn't matter. This is like the thing that everybody was trolling him on, and Joao Felix actually got the last laugh. He actually got to confront Messi and still won the game. And like, people were trolling him, saying that he has like more international titles than Messi does. But I feel like this is more of one of those games, or it's just becoming the meme, like I said before, where it's gonna go into that vault of certain games, like the Liverpool game, for instance, where everybody's gonna troll them. And for like all these places that we lost, in Rome, in Liverpool, and all these Spanish teams, like, anybody can beat us, and I'm pretty sure that anybody feels like they can. Like, it all started with PSG. We felt like we were the ones that we could beat anybody, and then after that, Juventus humbled us. They humbled us with that 3-0 win, and then that tie at home. Then we went to Rome the next year and we lost right there, another remontada. And then Liverpool came, another remontada in the Champions League, back-to-back years. You know how much that hurts. And like, all of them trolled Barcelona for what happened, and rightfully so, because I feel like they deserved it. And then after that, we freaking play the Copa del Rey and we lose to Valencia 2-1. And then we start the season this year and we freaking lose a game against Atletico to a 30-year-old goal scorer, Aduriz. Like, the shame, I know Messi wasn't fit, but it doesn't matter. They should win the game. And then a 2-0 loss to Granada, a team that just got promoted. And then you look at this game, it's the semifinal of the Supercup. And I know Messi's made promises before, and he's promised a lot of things, but he's not keeping them, and he can't keep them, especially with this team that he has. And like I said this before, there's certain players that are they're putting their name out there, and Atletico's going for that ultimate goal. I feel like with Cholo Simeone, they can actually maybe win this title. They can maybe actually try to play towards it. I know they have a big rival in Real Madrid, and they're going to have to play their best to try to at least even get to that instance where they think they have the chance to beat them, because even they've got the best of them in the 2016 Champions League final and even the 2014 Champions League final. But if anybody knows how to play against them, it's Cholo Simeone, and he stays true to his playing style no matter what. I don't know what it is with these Atletico players. Like, I always rated them, but like I didn't rate them coming into this game because sort of how they've been playing in the league, where I think they have like 20 or barely 15 goals in like the whole league season, and we're already like halfway through, and that's like so low. That's what like one player should have. But like I know they're the team that just scores one goal and then they sit out the rest of the game to protect the score, and then that's how they win their games. Some people say João Felix is being misused, but it doesn't matter. I feel like Cholo Simeone knows what he's doing. I know he knows what he wants from his players, and he's gonna get the best out of them. And they are confident in what he wants. Even Saul is playing left back at times, which I feel is kind of a waste of talent, but it doesn't matter. I mean, he's getting the best out of them, out of all these young players, along with the experienced ones. And I mean, he's produced some of the best defenders. Like Jose Maria Jimenez is one of the best in the world, in my opinion. And like I said, they're gonna have a huge task against Real Madrid. But I mean, they don't have Bale and they don't have Benzema, so maybe it might be easier. But on their day, Real Madrid is playing really good. And in the Clásico, the one that I saw in December, like, I felt like they should have won because they played way better than Barcelona did. And maybe if we would have played them when we had to, we probably would have beat them because we were more on the momentum. But right now, they just got to think of leaving, of going back. Barcelona's got to replan their whole structure, They got to think what they're going to do from now on, I know we might be this new marketable team that everybody wants to be a fan of, and everybody remembers those games against Jose Mourinho and Guardiola, but we're far from that. And we have a lot of egos in our team. We kind of turned into that Real Madrid that was during that time when they were supposedly the Galacticos of the 2010s, because I feel like we have a lot of egos. We have a lot of youth in our team as well that has a lot of potential, but in my opinion, they play way better than the first team, because when I saw them play against Inter Milan, they looked way better than the first team. And I don't know if this is just some type of marketing scheme or some type of way for the league to win money with them playing in Saudi Arabia. Maybe the hour difference had a toll on the players, because this usually happens to Messi during the international breaks. But no one takes that into account, because that's just something minuscule. But it does take a toll on the players as well. And we'll see what happens with them. Like, they're gonna have to play their best. I feel like they should just get back on the training field. They gotta wipe this off. Some people say they still have a chance at the Champions League. I don't believe so. I feel like there's very good teams out there, like PSG and other teams, and we'll see what they do with what they have. But so far, what they showed today, it was horrible. I wish them the best. It really made me sad how they lost and how this actually happened, but we'll see where it goes on from here. It's only up from here, right? Because like, that's what I expect, because you can't get any lower than this. I'm pretty sure they can, but I hope they don't. But I mean, this is just all I gotta say. Hope you like this video. Hope you subscribe to the channel, and peace out.